Friday Night with Heather Suttie on BBC Radio Scotland.
Hello and welcome to Friday Nights with me, Heather Suttie, here on BBC Radio Scotland. I'm with you for the next 2 hours and we are celebrating festival and gig memories. Kicking off with a band who performed at T in the Park on multiple occasions, including 2007, 9 and in 2013 when they headlined the final day of the festival. It's The Killers on BBC Radio Scotland. Killers there on BBC Radio Scotland. Good evening if you've just tuned in. I'm Heather Suttie with you for the next 2 hours in for Ashley Storrie, and we are celebrating your festival and gig memories. So whether it was Rockness, The Big Day Out, Transmit, Glastonbury, Belladrum, Gig in the Green, Reading and Leeds or T in the Park, I would love to hear from you. You can send me a text on 80295. You can also WhatsApp me or leave a voice note I would love a voice note. My number is 08085 92 95 00. That's 08085 92 95 00. And whilst you have a think and cast your mind back, let me play a track from an artist who I loved in the 90s. She performed at T in the Park in 1996 when it took place at Strathclyde Country Park with fellow headliners Radiohead and the Foo Fighters. Any ideas? She also played at the Hydro in Glasgow earlier this month from the album Jagged Little Pill. This is Ironic from Alanis Morissette on BBC Radio Scotland.
An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Mr. Play It Safe was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase, kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? Life is a funny word, sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going right. And life is a funny word, when you think everything's going wrong and everything blows up in your face. A traffic jam when you're already late. A no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. And yeah, I really do think it's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? And yeah, life is a funny word, sneaking up on you. And life is a funny, funny way of helping you out, helping you out.
Ironic from Alanis Morissette there on BBC's Radio Scotland. She had a great set at this year's Glastonbury, and as usual the BBC were on hand with a plethora of highlights available on iPlayer. However, you only have a few days left to catch a whole host of full-length sets from this year's event, including the lovely Miss Morissette and this next act who made a triumphant return to the Glastonbury stage following a challenging time after his last appearance. This track went on to be number one in very many countries around the world, as well as winning him a Brit Award, so well deserved, and scooping Song of the Year nomination at the 62nd Grammy Awards. Of course, it's everyone's favourite Lewis Capaldi with Someone You Loved on BBC Radio Scotland.
me crazy. Now the day we're in this just God safe and you're and so down and then you pull the rug. I was
To Michelle McManus, who has very kindly shared a festival with
loved.
Someone You Loved there from Lewis Capaldi. This is BBC Radio Scotland. I'm Heather Suttie in for Ashley Storrie, and tonight I am after your festival and gig memories. You can text them to me on
Down and then you pull the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved.
Someone You Loved there from Lewis Capaldi. This is BBC Radio Scotland. I'm
Don't even like to think about it. I don't know what I'd do without it. I only know I live and I breathe for your love. Baby, you came to me in my time of need. When I needed you, you were there for me. Baby, the love from you is what got me through. It's because of you I was able to keep my heart again. You gave me someone to love, someone to touch, someone to hold, someone to know. You gave me someone to love, someone to touch, someone to hold, oh, someone to know. I thought I'd never love again. I thought my life was over and I didn't wanna face or even see another day. Suddenly, from nowhere, maybe you appeared. You dried my tears. You cared for me. Maybe your love for me rescued me. It's because of you I was able to fall in love again. You gave me someone to love, oh, someone to touch, yeah, someone to hold, oh, someone to know, someone to know. Oh, you gave me someone to trust.
next up, Heather Suttie in for Ashley Storrie, and tonight I am after your festival and gig memories. You can text them to me on 80295, and we're going to turn now to Michelle McManus, who has very kindly shared a festival memory. Well, I say very kindly, you might not think that once you've heard it, so let's have a listen to Michelle's festival memory.
Hi, Michelle McManus here. So, I've been asked to give you my festival memories, and I do have one particularly vivid memory. I might have told this story on air before, but if you haven't heard it, buckle up, because you're going to be all grown up afterwards. So it was probably about 2005, and I was living down in London, and me and my mate June and my lovely friend Amelia, who had been one of the researchers on Pop Idol, all decided we were going to go to V Festival. Obviously, we'd never camped before, didn't have a clue what we were doing. So the day before, we went into a kind of like one of these mountain warehouse shops and bought a tent, not realising it was just like a one-man tent for the three of us. So when we got there, we didn't know how to put it up. We didn't know what to do. So a really kind guy in the next tent helped us out. So to say it was a tight squeeze in that tent would be an understatement. And it was freezing because we didn't bring the proper stuff with us. So I think we had like a couple of sleeping bags, but we didn't have any like blankets and stuff. And even though it was summer, it was freezing at night. And I remember on the second night, we were in bed, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, chittering, freezing, the three of us huddled up in this tent. And then all of a sudden, I was kind of right at the side of the tent, and I just felt this tremendous heat at the side of my face. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is so lovely, this heat. And I was just kind of trying to curry into the heat. And then I just got this waft and this smell. And I realised, I jumped up, got out the tent, and some guy had vomited down the side of the tent. Yes, I was actually hugging into vomit. It was just a bit of the tent material between us. I mean, I screamed louder than I've ever screamed before. And that was it. We just packed up there and then and decided in the morning we were going up the road, because guess what? We were just not ladies who could camp. So that's what happened to us at the V Festival. The festival was amazing, but the camping, never again. Or I would need to go in some sort of like module or crash course on how to actually camp properly. But there you go. That was me in festivals. It was short, sweet, but it was wonderful while it lasted.
Oh, Michelle, thank you so much for that. And Michelle is back on BBC Radio Scotland this coming Monday at 1:30. That was her festival flashback from 2005's V Festival. And this next track is from one of the acts that she might have seen at that said event, even though it came with a traumatic memory that will live forever. It's Oasis on BBC Radio Scotland.
Just wanna fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain in the morning rain as it soaks you to the bone? Maybe I just wanna fly, wanna live but don't wanna die. Maybe I just wanna breathe. Maybe I just don't believe. Maybe you're the same as me. We see things I'll never see. I said maybe I don't really wanna know.
Oasis and Live Forever here on BBC Radio Scotland, and right now they are probably still on stage, the first of 7 nights playing sold out gigs at Wembley in London. If you've just tuned in, good evening. I'm Heather Suttie in for Ashley Storrie, and we are celebrating your festival and gig memories. You can text them to me on 80295. You can also leave me a voice note on 08085 92 95 00. And I've got a text here from Angel the Trucker from Cumnock, currently up north in Brechin, Heather, to collect a load and home tomorrow after 6 days up and down driving across the UK. 2 recent gigs my wife and Sharon were at, the Eagles and Deacon Blue. So if you could play Fergus Sings the Blues, that would be great. Consider it done, Angel the Trucker. Enjoy.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't even close my eyes. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, good people, and I can't even close my eyes. Baby, Lord, I can't be satisfied. You know, I looked all around me. Well, my baby can't be found. And I looked all around me, good people. Lord, my baby can't be found. Yes, and if I don't find my baby, I'm going down to the bowling drive. That's where the women hang out. Goodbye, everybody. Yes, I believe this is the end. Oh, goodbye, everybody. Yes, I believe this is the end. And you can tell for me now, oh, to forgive me for my sin. Oh.
Features Bottom Line to Headline, the artists who went from unknowns to become headline acts. And in 1994, an up-and-coming band called Glass on BBC Radio Scotland. Thank you so much for your company. I'm Heather Suttie with you till midnight, and we are celebrating your festival and gig memories. And this features Bottom Line to Headline, the artists who went from unknowns to become headline acts. And in 1994, an up-and-coming band called Glass Onion, who were named after the Beatles track of the same name, played the first Tea in the Park on the Caledonia stage, as it was a completely unknown act and a brand new stage. Fran and Doogie from the band used to work in the Tunnel nightclub. I know that because I worked with them when we were in our early 20s. They were at art school. I wasn't. They closed the main stage on the Sunday of the year 2000. Were you there? They wouldn't remain unknown for long though, and after a name change, they would become a massive act across the world. They returned to Tea in the Park as headliners in 2000 and 2005. It is, of course, Travis, and this.
Baby, close that suitcase you've been packing. Just sit down and talk to me a while. I know you tried to tell me what was lacking, but I guess I must have missed it by mile. Well, this time, girl, I swear to you I'll listen. Help me understand where I went wrong. It's hard to find myself in this position, scared that I'll go crazy once you're gone. Help me hold on to what we had. Once our love was strong, it can be again. You said it takes two to make love last. You were right all along, so help me hold on. What have I got to do to make it better? What have I got to do to make you see that even though I promised you forever, I never knew how hard that would be. I realize I took your love for granted, but I've learned that love worth having don't come free. And I'll pay any price it takes to keep you satisfied and staying here with me. Help me hold on to what we had. Once our love was strong, it can be again. You said it takes two to make love last. You were right all along, so help me hold on. Help me hold on to what we had. Once our love was strong, and it can be again. You said it takes two to make love last. You were right all along, so help me hold on. You were right all along, so help me hold on.
I'm Heather Suttie with you till midnight, and thank you for all your texts with your festival memories. One from Kat Patterson. She says, I randomly ended up on stage with Sister Sledge at Fringe by the Sea in 2023. Went with my family. We got t-shirts made saying we are family. The crew spotted us, invited us up on stage for the whole of He's the Greatest Dancer, and weirdly there was a big plate of penguin biscuits left for the band. There you go. Thank you very much, Kat Patterson. On BBC Radio Scotland, this is Sister Sledge.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let
sister sledge, and we are family there. I'm Heather Suttie. Thank you so much for all of your texts on your favourite festival or gig memories. Right now it's time for another act whose 70-minute set from this year's Glastonbury is available to catch on iPlayer, but be quick because it's only available for the next few days. They do glam pop oh so well. They are the fabulous Scissor Sisters. That was I Don't Feel Like Dancing from the Scissor Sisters here on BBC Radio Scotland. I'm Heather Suttie, and thank you for your texts on your favourite gig and festival memories, which we're celebrating tonight with me, Heather Suttie, in for Ashley Storrie. And thanks to Angie Kay in Glasgow for this one. She says, Heather, in 2006, my friend Lorraine worked for me doing front of house catering service in hospitality. And she got chatting with one of the chefs, Jamie, over the weekend. They sat beside each other on on the bus home, had a little snog, arranged a date for a time when they both didn't stink of the festival. And fast forward to now, they've been married for 15 years and have 3 beautiful kids. They're the most opposite of couples, but it works beautifully, and I get the credit for hooking them up. I love that, Angie. Thank you very much. Here's a track from 2006 from Hard Fi. This number to reach me here in the studio with your festival and gig memories is 80295. That's 80295 on the text. You can also WhatsApp me or leave me a voice note on 08085 92 95 00. Fiona Dalglish has been in touch and she says, oh dear Lord, where do I start? I have so many stories, but my absolute favourite was when we hired a tour bus and blagged it into Glastonbury by saying we were M people. The boys sent me up to the front to talk to security, and I told them that Heather Small was sleeping and I was the backing singer. They bought it and in we rolled. What a weekend. And at one point we had Robbie Williams and Bjork in the bus while I made them an M&S microwave curry. Love that. Also, Guy Venables has been in touch saying, getting Goldie looking chain so intoxicated they had to postpone their set at V Festival, going on stage with the Flaming Lips as a dancing tomato at Tea in the Park, hot wiring golf carts, that expletive gorilla suit, shooting hoops with Snoop Dogg, fighting with Michael Stipe, being told my suit was terrible by Brian Wilson, doing live links from the log flume and the reverse bungee. The weather map, rum fuel tenants quashing backstage after parties with you and Barry, Marcus, Lisa, Steve, Tom, Lewis, Helen and Kate, and probably very many more. Yes, that was my Tea in the Park TV co-presenter, Guy Venables, and every single word of that is true. I know because I was there. Let me play you Japan and Quiet Life now on BBC Radio Scotland.
Boys, many times are changing.
Quiet Life from Japan there. And talking of Japan and festivals from around the world, since 1997 the Fuji Rock Festival is held each year in Niigata. However, it almost failed at the first hurdle as the inaugural event took place at the actual base of Mount Fuji during a typhoon. The first day featured acts like the Foo Fighters and Rage Against the Machine, and the headline act, Red Hot Chili Peppers, played through the storm even though Anthony Kiedis had a
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of cities. Lonely as I am, together we cry, we cry, we cry. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I drive on the streets, 'cause he's my companion. I walk through his fields, 'cause he knows who I am. He sees my good day, then he kisses me one day. I'm the way. Now that is a lie. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love.
Friday Night with Heather Suttie on BBC Radio Scotland.
I got my first real six string, bought it at the five and dime, played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Me and some guys from school had a band and we tried real hard. Jimmy quit, Jody got married. Should've known we'd never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, those won't all be there. Those were the best days of my life. Ain't no use in complaining when you got a job to do. Spend my evenings down at the drive-in, and that's when I met you, yeah. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that you'd wait forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. Man, we were killing time. We were young and restless. We needed to unwind. I guess nothing can last forever, no. Yeah. And now the times are changing. Look at everything that's come and gone. Sometimes when I play that old six string, think about you, wonder what went wrong. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that it lasts forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. It was the summer of '69. Oh yeah, me and my baby at
Summer of '69 from Bryan Adams there. This is BBC Radio Scotland. Good to have you with me. I'm Heather Suttie with you till midnight, and we are celebrating your festival and gig memories. And this I'm going to talk to you about now is Woodstock '69. Wish I could have been there. One of, if not the most famous festival ever. It was held in August 1969. It didn't actually take place in Woodstock, but in Bethel, New York, almost 60 miles away. And this was because of complaints from local residents. But despite the initial concerns, it's now seen as a pivotal part of musical history and one of the most important moments in rock and roll history. Bands to have played that weekend included Creedence Clearwater Revival, Joe Cocker, The Who, and this next artist, Jefferson Airplane, Somebody to Love on BBC Radio Scotland.
When the truth is found to be lies, and all the joy within you dies. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Wouldn't you love somebody to love? You better find somebody to love. Love.
I am racking my brains trying to remember who it was that covered that Jefferson Airplane, Somebody to Love, here on BBC Radio Scotland. I'm Heather Suttie, and I'm after your festival and gig memories, the ones that you love, the ones that you can remember. You can text them to me on 80295. You can also WhatsApp on 08085 92 95 00. And I am not leaving off air at midnight until I have a WhatsApp voice note. So that number again is 08085 92 95 00. Next up is a track from an artist who I love. She played Glasgow's O2 Academy in March this year. Sir Elton John is a massive fan, and many of you are too. Elton John says he bets his house that her new single Dealer will be a number one, and he can.
You know, me and my old man was walking down the street the other day, and I had a few things that I needed to get off my chest. Well, that started a real bad misunderstanding. And that's because some of the things that I was saying, he didn't even want to hear. But sometimes, you just have to tell it like it is. Let me tell you what I said. Boy, I'm sick and tired of what you've been putting down. All you wanna do is cheat and run around. If you ain't careful, you're heading out of my door. Oh yeah. 'Cause don't nothing here belong to you but your ass and your clothes. Now you know I bring the groceries home and I pay the rent. I even own the title to that car that you're in. If you ain't careful, that won't be no more. Oh no. 'Cause don't nothing here belong to you but your ass and your clothes. Well, boy, that's all you have the day that I took you in, and that's all you're gonna have when you leave. Don't ever think about taking nothing from him, 'cause everything belongs to me. There ain't no sense in giving me your old sad face, 'cause other men are waiting just to take your place. Just be ready. Just be ready. When I say it's time to go, and I don't care where, 'cause don't nothing here belong to you but your ass and your clothes. Come on and play the blues for me. Well, boy, that's all you have the day that I took you in, and that's all you gonna have when you leave. So don't ever think about taking nothing from here, 'cause everything belongs to me. Ain't no sense in giving me your old sad face, 'cause other men are waiting just to take your place. Just be ready. Just be ready. When I say it's time to go, and I don't care where, 'cause don't nothing here belongs to you but your ass and your clothes. Ooh yeah, don't nothing here belong to you but your ass and your clothes. Oh yeah, don't nothing here belong to you but your ass and your clothes. Yeah. You better get a job.
All things festivals and gigs, and the Eden Festival was held in Moffat, Dumfries and Galloway. It took place this year from the 11th until the 14th of June. This started out as part of the Wickerman Festival. I don't know if you've ever been to that, before becoming its own thing, and it's regularly cited as one of the best family-friendly festivals in the UK, and this next act played there this year. They also made their very own Glastonbury debut, proving you are never too old and it is never too late. From the Blue The Bluebells there with Young at Heart here on BBC Radio Scotland. And sadly, this week, of course, saw the sad passing of the rock legend Ozzy Osbourne at the and stopped off. Obviously worked at the festival. I was standing in a serious conversation about it with Stuart Clumpus, the ones that you can remember. And thank you so much for all of your texts. Fiona Dalglish has been in touch. She says, Heather, best scene in the park moment was when Cypress Hill were stuck in the airport and we were going to have to reshuffle the running order a bit. She obviously worked at the festival. I was standing in a serious conversation about it with Stuart Clumpus, Zach from Rage Against the Machine, and my boss Paul, thinking I was the absolute coolest thing that had ever walked the planet when my dad barged up, snatched my cigarette out of my hand and barked, "Don't let your mother see you smoking," and stomped off. She says, I withered. Lesson: don't give your parents backstage passes ever if you want to be cool. And another year, my dad also made pals with Kylie somehow. And here she is. This is Confide in Me from Kylie on BBC Radio Scotland.
choice is yours, hit or miss. What's mine is yours, stick or twist. The choice is yours, hit or miss. What's mine is yours. We all get hurt by love, and we all have our cross to bear. But in the name of understanding now, a problem should be
Park in 1995. Now remember, this weekend is your last chance to catch some brilliant full sets from this year's Glastonbury on BBC iPlayer. This next act is one of them. I loved watching this from the comfort of my
Central Park, one of them walk-ins on her head. She was hot, young, beautiful, and I said to myself, she's destined to be mine. I see her every day in the rush hour subway, in the grocery store. She don't know it's me. I might as well just be talking on tone of flow. If she belonged to me, I'd give her everything. I'd never cheat or lie. I'd treat her with respect, not just a sex object. I ain't that kind of guy. Hey, I'm a loaded gun. I'm crazy about her, crazy about her. Hey, I'm a lovesick son. I'm crazy about her. I was standing outside the Met one day when she drove by in a black Corvette. I said, hey, baby, I could have died. She looked straight through me. But I know she's destined to be mine. Every night I stand around her door and wait for her to come by. She lives in one of those brownstones with the guard outside and the limousines and the Rolls Royces coming and going. My friends always say she's way out of my class, but I know if she'd just get to know me, I could give her something all those rich guys ain't got. gonna bide my time, ain't gonna stand in line. Somebody gon' get burned. But all the problem is, I think my life's at risk. She's the boss's girl. Oh no!
Have you with me? I'm Heather Suttie on your Friday night, and we are chatting about all things festival and gig related. And of course, I just played you a legend, and the next person that I'm going to talk about is a bit of a legend. He is Billy Sloan, and he is back on your radio on Saturday night. That's tomorrow from 10 p.m. He is the font of all knowledge when it comes to music and gig history. So we caught up with him to find out about one of his favourite festival memories.
Hi Heather, this is Billy Sloan, and one of my very earliest festival memories is the Loch Lomond Rock Festival, which was staged at Ballochcastle Country Park way back in 1979. On day one, which was the 26th of May, you had the Stranglers, Dr. Feelgood, the Skids and the UK subs, and on May the 27th you had the Boomtown Rats, the Average White Band, Fairport Convention, Buzzcocks and Rockpile featuring Dave Edmonds. I was very lucky because I got a job as the press officer for the event, and we staged a photo call one afternoon a couple of weeks before, the curtain was raised on the show. Whereas the event was being staged in a bear park, we hired Andy Robin and his pet Hercules the bear, a full-size grizzly bear, and he turned up for a special photograph in the banks of the loch with Hugh Cornwell of the Stranglers, Pete Shelley of the Buzzcocks and Lee Brillo of Dr. Feelgood. You should have seen their faces when Andy Robbins turned up in his transit van, opened the back doors and outstepped Hercules the bear on a lead. It looked as if it was a guy walking his dog. They just about had a heart attack when Hercules came across to pose for a photograph. But I guess the most powerful moment came on the second day when the Boomtown Rats took the stage to bring the curtain down in the event. And Johnny Fingers sat behind the piano, Bob Geldof stepped up to the microphone and performed a song inspired by a terrible event in the US in January of that particular year when a 16-year-old schoolgirl named Brenda Ann Spencer went on a shooting spree in a local school.
See my shooter pescatarian, but he eat up all the beef. 21. You gave me yours, the kiss, but want the all of me. I stand on business, dot my I's and cross my T's. All I got is these little pictures when I think about all the G's. 21. Memories in my head, the devil talking to me. I know Satan down that path, but God walking with me. Put your phone light in the air if you done lost it. 21. Kept it solid, ran up a bag and then had to cross it. 21. Whoa. Bulletproof my car. Yeah. He a homebody in his yard. Yeah. Go to clubs and let down they guard. We got choppers out until we find somewhere to park. Hit the cup and nod. Used to curb me, now they treat me like I'm God. I know you want my spot, but you don't wanna play your part. If it was up to you, you probably let these start. I got rich and opened more doors than a dough man. All the came with extensions like a sew-in. Straight up. Naughty cars came with BBLs and body kits. Claim you a killer, but you still ain't got a yet. How you that when you can't go where you grew up at? How that short when he capped up behind your back? Family picture, you can kill me if you spot a rat. Oh God. Real rap, this ain't no cap. See my shooter pescatarian, but he eat up all the beef. 21. You gave me yours, the kiss, but want the all of me. I stand on business, dot my I's and cross my T's. All I got is these little pictures when I think about all the G's. 21. Memories in my head, the devil talking to me. I know Satan down that path, but God walking with me. Put your phone light in the air if you done lost it. 21. Kept it solid, ran up a bag and then had to cross it. 21. Came from rats and roaches. roaches. Yeah, I seen plenty homicides and still kept my focus. 21. You for some clout and they'll do anything for motion. We can't let no say that she the one who broke us. All familiar faces at the table when we toastin'. Every story got a twist. I could put on watches from my shoulder way down to my wrist. I can't wait on no one, I'm a hustler, I won't ask her. She gon' look at you less than a man if you ask your 21. Even if you helped her on her feet. They take you for granted, better charge your fee. 21. You supposed to be a woman, that's the better me. How we both pushing peace. See my shooter pescatarian, but he eat up all the beef. 21. You gave me your the kiss, but want the all of me. I stand on business, dot my I's and cross my T's. All I got is these little pictures when I think about all the G's. 21. Memories in my head, the devil talking to me. I know Satan down that path, but God walking with me. Put your phone light in the air if you done lost it. 21. Kept it solid, ran up a bag and then had to cross it. 21, 21.
And gig memories. This next act are seemingly such fans of music festivals that they even performed at a fake one. The main plot of 1993's comedy sequel Wayne's World 2 with Mike Myers and Dana Carvey as Wayne and Garth saw them putting together Wayne's stock after the ghost of Jim Morrison told them to. And one of the bands that showed up to play it are none other than this next band, and a true story because I was working in the club when this happened. This particular band turned up at the Tunnel in Glasgow's Thursday night, student night in Glasgow in 1997, and I swear this is true. The DJ dropped Run DMC's Walk This Way when the band
sure to be a change in your ways. I met a cheerleader, was a real young breed. All the times I can reminisce. All the best things of loving with a sister and a cousin. Only started with a little kiss like this. Seesaw swinging with the balls in the school and your feet flying up in the air. Sing hey diddle diddle with your kitty in the middle of the swing like it didn't care. So I took a big chance at the high school dance with the mister who was ready to play. Wasn't me, she a fool, of course she knew what she was doing. And I know love was here to stay. When she told me to walk this way, 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 walk this way. Just give me a kiss.
BBC Radio Scotland. I'm Heather Suttie. Thank you so much for sharing your festival and gig memories with me this evening. To end the show, I'm going to play a track from a band that headlined the first ever Glastonbury in 1970, actually called the Pop, Blues and Folk Festival that first year. Tickets were only £1 and attendees would also get a pint of milk thrown in. Now, the Kinks were originally set to close out the show, but they pulled out at the last minute. Up stepped Mark Bolan, who allegedly arrived in a psychedelic Rolls Royce, which then got stuck in the mud, then played to a massive crowd of only 1,500 people. The crowd might have been small, but history was made. 20th Century Boy from T-Rex on BBC Radio Scotland. Thank you so much for listening and enjoy your weekend.